Something rather different now. A British Airways plane travelling from Las Vegas to London Heathrow appears to have lost a wheel moments after taking off. Well, it was captured on a live stream, with the tyre later retrieved on the ground from the airfield. Despite the mechanical failure, the pilot continued the journey across the Atlantic and touched down safely, the wheel coming off just highlighted there. Let's bring in former commercial pilot Roger Whitefield. Hi, Roger. What happened, do you think?
I don't know. There's a simple answer to that one. Wheels get changed regularly on the tarmac, day in, day out, 7 days a week. And one can only surmise that this wasn't actually fixed back on as well as it should have been. It doesn't happen very often. And if I was on the flight deck at the time, I probably wouldn't have known that it had gone, to be perfectly honest. The modern aeroplanes, ones with glass cockpits, have all sorts of clever indications which will tell you each wheel and what the pressure is and all the other bits, and its temperature. And this aeroplane would have been fitted out like that. Although you have to know that something is wrong to actually go and access the page. It's actually a very serious thing to happen. If it happened a little bit later, it could have gone through for, I don't know, the Strip at Las Vegas. There are enough casinos down there to go and take a good toll.
It could have been. It really could have been. It could have been really serious, couldn't it? Because these wheels are big and obviously very heavy, and could have caused a lot of damage. So that was lucky. But the pilot clearly made the decision to carry on. How hard is it to land with a wheel missing?
On this aeroplane type, there are 3 pairs on each side. So he got 5 wheels left. And was -1. And as long as you don't bang it into the ground with great aplomb, it is no problem at all.
Here's a question for you. Would you tell the passengers if this had happened?
I would. If I got it wrong, I have to cover myself. So yes, I would.
Honesty is the best policy. And of course, for somebody, somewhere, the wheels may be coming off their career if they're found to have been the person that didn't tighten the bolts or whatever it is properly.
Yes, I think it is a serious maintenance lapse. And at one stage of my career, I ran the Safety Services investigation team, and they would have gone out there and they would have gone mob-handed with engineering, both from engineering maintenance and from ramp engineering, to find out exactly what had happened. Not always easy to work it out first time around, but in the end of the day, you know who was on shift. These things are usually lapses in concentration. These nuts go on, and so very often they're done up finger tight, and the man goes off to get the torque wrench to go and make sure he torques them up to the correct pressure. If he forgets to go back with a wrench, the wheel comes off. It's as easy as that.
Yeah, you seem very relaxed about all of this. I guess as a former commercial pilot, you're always very calm. But, for everyday passengers like me, to fly a plane with a big bit missing like that is terrifying.
Well, the degrees of terror. The bit that's missing is only going to affect you on takeoff. Well, they'd already done that. And so landing was the bit that was going to be tricky. But over the years, people have lived through landings where tyres have deflated in flight or burst on takeoff. As long as, you do all the right things, it is no very big deal. You'd be much better off if I'll start that one again. You could be excused for being terrified if the wheel had burst and part of it had gone through the engine.
Yes, that's very true. All was well in the end, and clearly the pilot did all the right things, landed safely, nobody hurt, and as you say, an investigation will follow. Roger Whitefield, former commercial pilot, we really appreciate your thoughts. Thank you.